The inside story tonight is about a Georgetown couple who have been inundated with cash from complete strangers. They've just landed a book deal. They're negotiating their own reality TV show, and they've generally seen their world turned upside down. And Avery, it's all because of a small decision they made almost 2 years ago.
Well, that's absolutely right, Gord. That little decision, it's turned very, very big. And that reality TV show will be focusing on the city slicker types as they try to adapt to life on a farm, a massive property that their very unusual and big pet is helping them buy.
Come on.
Steve and Derek are anything but farmers. Did you know what that was?
I knew it was a silo. What it does, I have no idea. I'm hoping one of them knows how to operate a tractor.
There's a lot of bugs, guys.
I'm
just letting you know, in the country there's a lot of bugs.
Yeah, we don't have these at home. What the hell are these about?
This urban couple trying to rough it on the land is the perfect twist to a story that has taken the internet by storm.
When Steve and Derek brought Esther home about 1.5 years ago, she was small enough to fit inside this cat carrier.
We first introduced you to Esther last winter with news that the so-called mini pig had ballooned into a 500-pounder. Since then, Esther has become a full-fledged superstar.
We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and our fan club.
Our reach, according to analytics on Facebook, are just under 2 million people a week. So it's unbelievable.
There you go. Oh, good girl, Esther. Good girl.
One small decision to buy a little pig that didn't stop growing and to watch her learn tricks.
You can sit. Esther, sit.
Good girl.
Just like their other pets, has turned these two into accidental activists.
It's when you cross those trucks on the road, you have 300 sets of eyes looking out.
Those are all little Esthers in there.
And if anybody saw a truck go by full of puppies, you know, it would be chaos.
Just last week, Derek and Steve turned to Esther's fans with a call for cash to buy this 64-acre farmland to turn it into a pig sanctuary.
We've set an admittedly lofty goal. I mean, we've given ourselves 60 days to raise, $400,000 plus.
The response has been mind-blowing.
The first day we put it out, we had almost 30 grand. And then it's just grown, $8,000, $10,000 a day. It's been insane.
And now, less than 2 weeks later, almost $93,000 has been donated. A farm animal in a house, and now the prospect of 2 homebodies on a farm is such a crazy fish-out-of-water concept that it's landed them a book deal and is tantalizing reality TV producers.
Everything since the day Esther arrived, we've been thrown into the most unbelievable learning curves, from how to pig-proof a house, how to train a pig,
How to public speak for a room full of activists.
Totally changing our diets. We've gone vegan now as a result of Esther, to, business.
Back on the farm.
This is kind of where we vision the pigs being. They'll have blankets for bedding. We want to really kind of level the playing fields, right, between farm animals and our companion animals. So we want to show the ability for them to be trained.
They're planning lodgings for humans as well.
And we want a little bit of a B&B setup on the property, and walking trails, and space for a community garden.
If you get that farm, is there any way of predicting what that's going to feel like to take her onto her first ever farm?
I'll cry like a baby, I'm sure.
Yeah, me too.
You're already crying.
That feeling is going to be grander than, winning the lottery, I think.
Yeah.
You're all done? You're all done?
Now, these guys have hired a lawyer, so just if you're wondering, if they don't reach this goal of raising $405,000 in a month, which is an insane amount, but they could well do it, that money will go into trust so that if this farm doesn't work out, they'll save it for another one to turn it into this pig sanctuary.
Esther's a cutie, not quite as svelte as she used to be. But as I understand it, that when they first got Esther, they didn't realize she was going to be that big. They thought she'd be one of those kind of miniature pigs that are kind of cute, but they don't get very big. But, yep. She got big, all right.
They just did a weigh-in. She's actually 530 pounds. So, and when she gets scared, one very sweet thing, when she gets scared, she runs down the hallway and she jumps into bed with them.
It better be some strong bed.
King-size bed.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from you about tonight's or any other story. You can reach me on Twitter. I am @CityAvery.
The Inside Story runs every Tuesday and Thursday on City News, and all segments are up on our website, citynews.ca.